In the 1970s, Philip Morris was one of the biggest names in American advertising. As the company behind Marlboro, Philip Morris dominated the airwaves and billboards. But as awareness of smoking's health risks grew, the company faced an unprecedented public relations battle. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, cigarette advertising was a cultural phenomenon. Philip Morris, with its iconic Marlboro Man, targeted smokers with images of rugged masculinity and independence. Their marketing campaigns were a massive success, turning Marlboro into one of the best-selling cigarette brands in the world. From print ads to TV commercials, Philip Morris expertly crafted a lifestyle around smoking. Cigarette advertising was a major force in popular culture, with brands like Marlboro becoming symbols of freedom, glamour, and identity. But behind the glamorous ads, health concerns were mounting. As early as the 1960s, studies linked smoking to cancer and heart disease. By the 1970s, public health campaigns began to challenge the tobacco industry, and cigarette companies like Philip Morris faced increasing pressure. While the government introduced warning labels and banned cigarette ads on television in 1971, companies fought back with aggressive public relations campaigns and continued print advertising. The conflict between growing scientific evidence about the dangers of smoking and Philip Morris's efforts to protect its business through strategic PR campaigns was intense. By the late 1970s, the tide was turning. Anti-smoking campaigns gained momentum, and growing evidence of smoking's dangers became harder to ignore. Philip Morris, along with other tobacco companies, faced increasing legal and regulatory challenges. Despite this, cigarette advertising persisted in print, and the brand loyalty established by decades of advertising continued. The public relations battle set the stage for decades of litigation and regulation that would follow. This marked the beginning of the decline of smoking as a cultural norm, and Philip Morris had to adapt its strategies to maintain its market share despite increasing pressure. The rise of cigarette advertising and the public relations battle over health risks in the 1970s marked a pivotal chapter in the history of Philip Morris and the tobacco industry. What began as an advertising success story would evolve into a decades-long fight over public health. Subscribe to Emgotv1 for more stories about the corporations that shaped America's industries and culture. Subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the U.S. corporations that have left a lasting impact on society.